Hello and welcome to the Australian Nation Cup for Gran Turismo 7. It's just a quick recap of what happened. I wasn't able to stream yesterday, so we thought we'd just do this because I was able to record. So why not? We start this off pretty slow, a little sluggish, but it's only the outlap, so nothing too much to worry about. Everyone going off here, trying to figure out their limits. I think it's just the braking point that we're probably going to have the most trouble with. But we'll see how it goes. It should be pretty good. These go-karts are pretty fun. Should be great. But I think it's just around the next corner. Yeah, I think it's just around this corner here where we just almost take out that guy there. But we keep it until right here. Yeah, we just take ourselves out there. Luckily, like I said earlier, it's just the outlap. So we get into the first lap here, and we'll be able to post probably at just an average normal time. We'll see how it goes, and if we're able to keep it somewhat safe. We're going around this corner here a little wide, but that's okay. That can be adjusted for the next lap. I've got to admit, this track is super fun. Almost losing it there. Almost. But we have saved it a few times now, but that's alright. This guy ghosting and disappearing. Retrying this lap, it seems. Or leaving. And we're doing good here. We're doing quite nice, except for right here we just go a little too wide, and so we just got to slow down a little bit more around certain corners, which is what we were thinking. And we only hit a 57, so that was actually pretty sluggish, pretty slow time. But we'll check out the next laps. And here we should be hitting a 55.3. It's a bit better, but it's still pretty sluggish. And a 55.5. Again, really sluggish, but it's not as bad as the 57. But this lap here, on lap 5, was quite possibly the best lap we pulled, and we did do our best. We know there's obviously time to be made. We didn't have much practice, so we only had this qualifying here of practice. We only had this chance to go for it, as the internet was having a bit of trouble yesterday, so we came in luckily on this second last go and just gave it a chance, and we get around these corners quite nicely. We're starting to figure out this one here where you don't want to floor it all the way through. You just kind of want to be careful and take it a little tight. And it works out quite nicely with a 53.8. That's actually a decent lap. So we'll see the rest comparatively. And this one will be a 54.8, which is, yeah, it says second slower. A 54.2 and a 54.7. And then I think we just kind of botched up the last two laps here. Just losing it on there, it would just slowed us down for the next lap. So 1 minute 13 and a 1:05, which is, yeah, it's not what you want, but that's all right. We were able to claim 7th for the race with a 53.8. We are a second and a bit behind first, but we should be fine. And there we are with the checkered flag go-kart. Should be fun, and we have been doing decent with these grid starts. Let's see how we go here. And we take off now quite beautifully, actually. That was actually quite a sensational start. We did take off pretty well. We get up into 6th right now, straight away, on the first little corner there. And we're able to brake decently, but we do have to slow down a little more here, as we have to let some people through. Don't want to drive into anybody, but we are also able to get into 5th at the moment. 3rd up ahead, just getting a penalty, 4-second penalty, which I think it felt a bit too much to me. We went off there a little bit, but we lost our 2 places, and we get bumped by these two. coming through. Ben ends up getting a 5-second penalty, I think, for bumping, which I feel like they're a bit excessive. I think a second would do. I think 5 seconds is a bit excessive, but it's alright, it's not us, so it's fine, you know. But obviously we're only getting in with a 101 for the first lap, as we had a grid start, and we'll see how we go. We're not doing too shabby at the moment. We are in 9th, but we're keeping up until here. We just lose it, but somehow we keep it. Somehow we actually save that, we turn it back in and get around the next corner. We're trying our best to keep it, and we've got this guy right on the outside, which I think moved into us just a tiny bit too much, and this guy loses it as well, which allows us to get up into 8th, and it's just a bit of a crazy race for a bit. First 2 laps are a little bit of mayhem, but after that it kind of calms down a bit. So, but at least we're able to keep 8th at the moment, and hopefully move up since we're not too far from 7th. He did cut in real tight there. Thought that was going to slow him down, but it didn't slow him down enough. So we get through this lap with a 58.2, which is it's not that great. It's one of our slowest laps, but things do change from qualifying to race, so we'll see what we can do. We are catching up to the guy in front, which is great to see. We get up real close here, real close. So we're not far at all. We've made a lot of time, and we should be able to pass 7th very soon. Get around this corner quite nicely. But we are following him nice and closely. We get up a little closer here. We're going to try our luck, but then he goes a little wide there, which gives us our chance. We clearly take it, and we take off trying to keep that position. We do move up ahead a bit further away from him, and so we keep our 7th. Now we just got to try and make it up to 6th. We skip over to the 6th lap here, since there was nothing really happening between those last 2 laps, just a bit of playing catch up. But he does go extra wide here, allowing us to catch up and get by. So we move up into 6th, and now we've just got a bit of a journey to try and make it up to 5th and see how far we can make it, right? And see if we can keep this 6th place to ourselves, because he's still in our tail, or if we can actually move up and perhaps maybe get 5th. So we get around this corner, almost up to the last turn here, or the second last turn, and we get through quite nicely. We get away from 7th a bit, and we pull through these consecutive corners here quite well. They can be a little treacherous, but we did well. Our best time at the moment is only a 53.8, so we definitely should be pulling a bit more time through here. But up to lap 9, we actually do pass 5th. He went way too wide, it seems. Something happened between 5th and 4th, and he just lost it, which allows us to get into 5th, which is great. From 7th to 5th, even after the mayhem in the first 2 laps, I'd say is pretty good. So we're on our second last lap here, about to complete it. Not too long till this lap is over, more than halfway. It's only about 50 seconds per lap, since it's a very short track. So it's quite simple, it's quite quick, but it's super fun. And the only thing that's keeping you on your toes, of course, is the go-kart itself. The track's pretty simple, it's pretty easy to get around, which is great. It's just the go-kart itself that's having trouble getting around the track, and you just gotta be real careful with it. Mainly on these braking points where you're braking, when you're hitting max throttle, or you're flooring it all the way through that straight, and you hit the brakes at the end, you got to be careful on those. When you're in the middle and you're only like 4th, 5th gear, slowing down from there, it's not so bad. But having to slow down from your top end, it ends up taking a bit of skill and a bit of thought. Makes it a lot harder. But we are on the last lap here, and I think we have secured 5th. We're not going to be moving up into 4th. He's much too far in front. But this was actually a really fun Nations Cup with the go-karts. I am hoping to see more 125 shifter kart events. This was actually really fun. If we were to have done some more practice, then we may have moved up a little more, but we thought that, you know, 5th is pretty good. I think we'll take it, and, you know, it should give us some decent points for the Nation Cup and should keep us in a good spot. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.